What you're about to hear is part of the Podgods Network. If you have a problem with anything you hear, please write it in an email and go fuck yourself. Enjoy the show!
Hey everybody, this is Salty Language episode 122. I am broadcasting safely from the Shameless Plug Studios. Brian, quarantined over at Tony Co's AIDS labs. I believe it is young Tony.
We've had a contamination, Brian.
Does seem that way, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And not appearing in this podcast, quarantined in the South somewhere at an undisclosed location, is Tate. So just the two of us this week, you and I.
Oh boy, stop that noise.
What?
No, Brian.
What? I can't go into M&M?
Okay, fine.
Oh, it's a little Bonnie and Clyde.
That's fine. All right. Acceptable.
Exactly. This, however, is not Eminem. This is, who again there, sir?
Gogol Bordello, Lost Innocent World.
Indeed. I do appreciate the way the guys say guitar chord.
Guitar. Well, it's like some sort of weird gypsy punk rock thing, you know?
Yep. That's what the bio here says.
Oh, there you go.
Apparently a gypsy punk musical band from the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
What? I don't know. I enjoy them.
Fair enough. See what happens when you're not here, Tate? Wow.
Yes, what do we choose next, Brian?
Something that's completely unrelated.
Good call.
That's what we do. So, yeah. So, yeah, if there's any sound quality issues this week, then, you know, can totally be blamed on the fact that,
it's a nonsensical, sickly Skype party?
Yes. That's a long title, otherwise. No.
That is a long
sickly
title.
Skype party?
Maybe sickly Skype party.
Maybe.
But it's not really a party. There's only two of us.
It's true. It's really not a party. It's also not a party because neither of us are drinking this week.
That's true. Oh, you're not. No drinky drink for you either.
No, the medicines I'm on, I'm not really supposed to be drinking. So I have well over 2 weeks of stone sober going.
Oh, taking it easy, eh?
Not liking it.
How dare you, sir?
Well, that's what happens.
At least I have a tendency to get wrecked one day on the weekend.
I
maybe.
usually do. Yeah. I've just decided that, you know, I should probably do what I can to make my various maladies go away.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea to stop pouring poison in yourself. Delicious poison.
You're right. I don't know, man. If I have some sort of infection going on, it's probably for the best, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that what they used to do in the old West and shit, you know?
Yeah, you got to poison the poison, right?
Mm-hmm. Be like, if we don't pour some whiskey in that, it's going to turn gangrenous.
Yeah, exactly. Rattlesnake bite, get the whiskey.
Stub toe, get the whiskey.
Get the whiskey. Yeah. Toddler's toothing, get the whiskey.
Yep. It was basically the Chris Rock Robitussin joke before.
It's true. It's true.
Motussin.
Hence, Grandpappy's cough syrup.
That's right. It was just whiskey.
Yeah. That's an origin story, kids. That's what that is.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it too.
Oh, Grandpappy, and your various cures for things that just turned into various boozes.
It just turned into drunk in a corner.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a cold. He hands you it's like a gin and tonic.
Yeah. Try this, kid.
Yeah.
My sinuses are all locked up. Have a hot toddy.
It'll put hair on your chest.
Put a hair on your chest.
Grandpa, I'm only 4.
Shut up.
Well, it's about time you start manning up. When I was 4, I was plowing the fields.
Exactly. Are you going to drink with Grandpa? Or are you going to go cry in the corner? Meanwhile, Grandpa's peeing his pants as he's talking. There's a big wet stain spreading.
Well, depending on how old he is whether or not that's voluntary. You know.
That's true.
Because maybe he's just, man enough that he's just like, bah, to hell with your going outside to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Now, if he was really a man, he'd be like, whatever. He's like, even if there might be a bear out there. Like, I'll piss on that bear. I don't care.
That bear will get scared when he sees my grandpap dick.
In my day, we wiped our asses with the bears. We didn't have no fancy papers.
Because, of course, that's what they would call it, a grandpap dick.
Well, obviously.
Yes. They didn't call them bears, they called them ass wipes.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
That's where the term came from. That's how brown bear started.
It's crazy. Look at all these origin stories, Brian.
I know.
It's great.
Yep.
This is like a history lesson for all these people.
Yeah. What they don't know is that, the soon-to-be-released Salty Language fairy tales,
Oh, perfect. Just in time for Christmas.
Exactly. Makes a great stocking stuffer.
Boy, does it.
Especially,
for a low cost of $995 donated to the Salty Language website. You too can have Salty Language fairy tales.
Yeah. We'll send you a free copy if you donate $995.
Perfect.
I'll even illustrate it for you.
Yeah.
Stick figures.
Do something.
Stick figures.
Hand
turkeys.
Yeah. Hand turkeys.
Yeah. Dick turkeys.
I say mushroom stamps.
Yeah. That doesn't look like a hand at all. It just looks like, is that an outline of a ball sack and dicks?
What is this?
What?
It's fairy tales, of course. Wow, I was just hung up on you on Skype. That would have been bad.
That would have been excellent. Wouldn't be the first time it's happened.
I'm sitting there fiddling with a mouse. I'm like, oh, well, God, yeah. I should just leave it alone.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, always fiddling or scroll.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how was your week, Brian?
Well, I started the week by upgrading, I should say, to only using one crutch.
Bonus.
And then now I'm kind of moving around without any.
You just need to get a cool cane now.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe we'll have a sword in it.
Yeah, well, of course.
I mean, it's gotta.
What else am I going to get?
It's true.
Can I have a jeweled end on it, too?
Well, duh,
like
come
a
on.
Massive diamond or something on the one end?
Yeah, looks like the scepter Indiana Jones used.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
That way I can, pimp walk in style. Of course.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's been about my week, though. So
just recovery.
Pretty much just sitting around because I haven't been able to do much of anything.
Right.
It's pretty awesome.
I know. That kept you out of the apple party, sir.
It did.
You son of a bitch.
Tell me about it.
It was a pretty good time. Just, drinking, basically.
Huh.
I know.
I thought
Imagine
that was
right?
going to go on, yeah.
Yeah.
That was not the purpose of the party at all.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Although we did not kill the keg.
Oh, I wasn't there, and T wasn't there.
T wasn't there, although, other Tony was there, and he dominated.
Well, I'm sure he did, yeah.
I don't think he should have, because diabetes.
That's fine.
Whatever.
I'm pretty sure they recommend heavy drinking when you're diabetic.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's the first thing they tell you. It's like, well, second thing, they're like, here's some insulin, also drink a lot.
Like, what else do you have that pump on you for?
Ooh. He just rigged it to where it hooked to the keg. Instead of pumping insulin into him, it's just pumping delicious cider.
It's got a hose running from the keg to his pump.
It's the next step on the evolutionary scale of the can helmet.
Yes.
You know, it's the next step because, you know, it's automatic.
Intravenous pump. Perfect.
Just shows up. He's like, where's the keg?
Plugs in.
Yeah.
We're good. I'll be sitting here all night.
He's like, look, I'm Kegtron.
He forms up.
Yep. Like, huh.
And I'll form the drunk.
Just hit the floor. It's like 20 minutes later, and you're like, wow, what a lightweight. Be like, guys, the keg's empty.
Amazing.
I think he might not have any blood left in his system.
Nah, he's fine. He can run on cider, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's cider. It's made of apples. It's good for you.
Well, at least you figure he's pretty well preserved.
That's true, too. Yeah.
You know, he probably won't have much stank on him for a bit.
Nah, he'll be fine, though.
Yeah.
No worries.
So the real question everyone wants to know is, did the drywall get hung?
The drywall got hung.
No accidents?
Not really. It was a little mismeasurement at first. And
that'll happen.
That was fixed, and found out later the wrong screws are used, but it's up in the ceiling. There's no hole in the ceiling, so the drywall's up.
Excellent.
Yeah.
For now. Until I ninja over there and put some holes in.
Well, naturally.
Raccoon-sized holes, of course.
Of course.
Because I'll be throwing raccoons through it.
Well, that's the best way to fire through drywall.
Look at that tight spiral.
Well, we got little masks on. It protects your eyes.
Exactly. Well, I put helmets on them.
Oh, even better.
Well, two reasons. One, they puncture the drywall better. Because of the hard helmet. And two, because then they just look adorable.
Well, I got 3 reasons for you.
Oh?
Helmet cam.
Ooh, you're right. Put a GoPro on the raccoon.
Yeah, I want to see a raccoon helmet cam. That'd be sweet.
You're just tight spiraling them through the wall. Or the ceiling, I mean.
Perfect.
Yes. Pretty sure that's how Peyton Manning got so accurate. He practiced that
naturally.
way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good time. Drunk Quest was played. It's the first time I backed out of it. I'm like, I'm not playing it this time.
Wow.
Because I've been too many parties where Drunk Quest comes out and I get annihilated way too early.
That'll happen, yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't play Drunk Quest. Josh and Rode actually showed up from their long ass drive.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Seriously, that's a cross country drive almost.
I know, exactly. Yeah, it was good times. The once again, sugar. I can't do sugar, dude. Because it was like, since it was Apple Party, it was just lots of sugary kind of snacks and shit. Mm-hmm. And then with the cider itself. And then we had cigars and scotch out in the garage. And then after the scotch, dude, I felt so ill.
Yeah.
It was just the sugar in from all the shit.
Oh, well, and then topping it off with scotch, too.
Yeah, scotch was delicious.
Sure, but I don't know how well scotch goes with all that sweet. That's
God, that was when I was like, yep, time for water and couch sitting for a little while.
Yeah.
It was no good. I thought I was going to, retch. It was not a good scene.
Nah, you can't do that.
No. So I just sat and watched people play Rock Band, and, I sobered up a little bit.
Was Helter Skelter played for me?
I believe it probably was played. I don't really know.
How could you not?
Well, because Beatles Rock Band was only played for a short time.
Oh.
Because the very intoxicated Don had the great idea to invite his neighbors over to the party. And there we met Nick and Luke.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you didn't miss these. You did miss them because they would have been easily classified as heroes for our category hero.
I see.
Yeah, they showed up. We're talking anime, and they had, the patchy, not quite a beards, and the one guy, panicked and ran out of the house real quick because he had bread in the oven and came back with bread that wasn't cooked all the way through.
Ooh. Yeah.
And, they stayed a long time. One of them spanked me because I spanked, and he's like, that wasn't good enough, and he came up and hit me. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even know you. Good thing I was in a good mood.
Yeah.
But,
You're like, I haven't had enough shots to allow this. What's going on here?
What is this?
This is all confused.
Yeah. And then, unfortunately, they play a lot of the same board games that those two play, so that turned into a whole conversation. And the one guy's like, I gotta go home, I got kids. The other dude hung out until, I don't know, 3 probably.
Oof.
Yeah. It was something. It was definitely something.
He's like, I'd go home, but Mom says after midnight I'm not allowed back in until the morning.
I got to sleep on the porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. It was funny. Like, we're inside talking, and then like Jeannie and Renee and Jeremy are all outside. So I went outside to see how they were doing, and dude is still out there. He's just yammering away out on the front porch. It's like, I can't believe he's still here. Why are you guys out here still?
Everyone walks inside. He stays out there. You go back half an hour later, he's still telling the same story.
If everyone walked aside, he just would have followed him.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it was weird. But, I mean, they seemed like okay guys, but it was like, oof. It was getting a little strange towards the end there.
Well, especially if there's, various spankings going on.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Well, that was the guy, the clinger was the one that, cracked me on the ass.
That's interesting. Because
you
almost would think that, I don't know, even though he talks a lot of people like that tend to be the, like, social recluses, that would normally kind of, like, they'll talk because they finally have an audience.
Yeah.
But then, like, something like that, it's like, touching people is kind of still off limits,
I don't
Guess
know.
not.
I guess not.
Hope he doesn't take that behavior to the anime club in the library.
Maybe he wanted a piece. I don't know.
Well, it happens. Well, he heard you talk, right?
That's true.
There it is.
That's true. Oh, shit. It's all coming together now.
Yep. Well, there's another guy Tate can't have. I'm sure.
I'm sure she's fine with that.
If she listens, she's like, darn.
Yeah, exactly.
Not so much.
I mean, this guy probably makes her weird neighbor across the street with his giant truck look like a 10.
The one that's shirtless all the time?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
I'm not sure if I want to say it's a shame I missed it, or because I can just imagine the horrific things you and I probably would have been saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we would have been. It would have been a field day.
Yeah. That's all right, though.
But yeah, it was a good time.
So you're saying they were no replacement for me and the lovely T?
No, most definitely not.
And his luxurious hair?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, definitely no replacement for you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you guys were very much missed.
Of course we were. That's why I said I don't even know why anyone showed up when I announced I wasn't coming. Like, party's over.
Like, clearly it's not a party anymore.
Yeah. All it really was I just made up this whole knee and leg thing because I didn't want to help to hang the drywall.
Mission accomplished.
Score. I actually had a party of my own up here. That's where T was.
Well, I realized, too, it was probably during the party or right around the time that Gene and I dropped the ball severely. Because, last year we did the Mustache Bash. We did it like February.
Yeah.
We got to do that during November.
That does seem to be a better time.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know.
So I think we're going to probably do one in January, February, the old Stash Bash.
Right.
And then next year it'll be in like the end of November, so everyone can have their Movember stashes.
I see. I like this.
Or full gilded face like we rock.
Right. Well, you can just do that in January, and we'll just call it Manuary.
I kind of like this.
Or Cave Manuary.
No, I'm digging Manuary. Oh, wait. It depends on who gets the invitation. It could be Manuary or Mamuary.
Are you suggesting breasts with mustaches?
All right. I was thinking breasts and mustaches, but whatever.
That's fine, too.
Yeah.
I will volunteer my mustache to be used as a pasty. It's fine.
Perfect.
Oh, you can't really see it from that angle. Trust me, it's covered.
Let's try again. Yeah, man. All right. I'm like this. Maybe we should just be Manuary anyway, because I'm kind of over the Movember thing anyway.
Yeah, me too. I mean, aside from the good cause,
from
the
like raising of various monies that people do during it.
Yeah.
But I go to a lot of college campuses for my occupation, and boy, you see a lot of douchey mustaches this time of year.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they can get away with it.
I guess.
That's all
they
it
really
is.
can't, though.
No.
Well, no, they can get away with it. They can't pull it off.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. You can get away with it because if it's a terrible mustache or a pedo-looking mustache, you just be like, "Hey, Movember, eh?" And people are like, "Oh, right."
Damn fresh-faced children.
Although what they should do is if you have a terrible mustache, the first thing they should, if you say Movember, they should be like, "Oh, like what are you raising money for or something like that.
Right.
And if you say, then they should smack you and hold you down and shave you.
Or that.
Maybe not in a flattering way, like give you a racing stripe down the middle or something.
But I guess the odd thing about the college campuses, though, is it's either two things, or three. There's either clean shaven, the I can't pull off the facial hair at all, or Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, yeah. That does seem
is.
to be what's going on, though. That seems to be the overwhelming thing going on.
Yeah.
The just mustache thing, you just got to be right to carry that off.
Yeah, you got to have the right face for it.
Yeah.
Since my chin went extinct, I don't know when, I can't do that.
Right.
You know?
I've just never been able to grow much of a mustache, so
Right.
it just doesn't grow that well for me. So
Oh, I can grow a mean stash if I didn't trim it, it'd look ridiculous right now.
well, there you go. You just need to rock the Fu Manchu. That's all.
Ah, that's a good look. Nice. No, you don't think so?
Probably not. No.
All right, fine. Like I'm pretty sure I could rock the full-fledged 70s porn stash if I put my mind to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. That's definitely something you should do.
Excellent.
Well, no, what we need is you need to do that and then have that wig that T had. Then it really look
correct.
That we've got that long, luxurious 70s hair with the mustache.
With the stash. I better get a gold chain.
Right. And the best part is they won't match color-wise.
Well,
So,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's perfect.
Yep. And then, like you said, gold chain, some, big collared shirts.
Yep.
Yep.
I like this.
I think your outfit for January is coming together.
It sure is.
Oh.
No. Manuary.
January, sorry.
Damn it, Brian.
Meanwhile, I'll be trying to go for the Matthew McConaughey look from Fast Times.
I like it.
All right. So what have you been up to this week, aside from Yon Apple Party?
Just, fighting off disease. I think I started getting sick Tuesday. I started feeling And then I probably shouldn't have went to work Thursday or Friday, but
You got to spread it around.
Exactly. I'm an asshole.
Exactly. I don't necessarily mean to your coworkers. I mean to,
Just
people
in
you
general.
deliver to.
I find
the college campuses.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, just doing that. I mean, I had those shitty storms that blew through and were horrific earlier in the week.
Yeah.
It took out one of our old trees, like a dying one.
Yeah.
So I had every intention of moving a tree today with chainsaws and, sweat, but nope, it's still laying in the yard. That ain't happening. Yeah, today was a day of healing, which, is weird.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be the day off, but that's all right.
Well, tomorrow's the first of a couple of Thanksgivings that we'll have.
Oh,
so.
right, yeah, because,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So tomorrow I'll deal with, family.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you can always, just stuff things in your face.
That's probably what I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be awesome.
Yeah. That works.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to... see, damn it. We should have had a growler Thursday this week.
I thought about it, actually. I was I was considering on Monday. I considered it, but I still couldn't move around well.
Right.
If it had been today, I could have done it. Yesterday, but today I could have done it.
I was just thinking how delicious Blitzen would be for tomorrow's meal.
True.
Damn it.
We should shoot for one Tuesday next week.
I don't think next week's going to be good for me.
Nah, it's fine. Just make room.
Oh, okay.
This is Blitzen we're talking about here, sir.
Oh, no. You know what? Logan's got basketball because he's playing basketball now.
Yeah, he doesn't need to play basketball. Blitzen.
Can't do it.
Blitzen.
But the Tuesday after that, we're doing a very special Growler Tuesday because it's a bourbon barrel release night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Should be interesting. So that's a stout, correct?
Yes, sir. Total Eclipse bourbon barrel.
Interesting.
I've already been told by my wife to bring home a growler. I know it's going to be one of those expensive growlers.
Yeah, it is.
But she's like, you got to bring me home some. Okay. Oh, that's another thing
Just
for the
bring home an
Apple
empty
Party.
growler.
Oh, but yeah.
Then you can wear it over the top of your head.
I gotta find my growler because Don is sending people home with growlers of cider, It's not that it matters because they're all our friends, but someone has my Mommy Baker Hour full of cider.
Well, at least it's that one, not the Andersons one.
Yeah, the Andersons one's over there.
Because the Mommy Bay one, I mean,
Yeah.
At least the Andersons one's pretty cheap, too.
And I would think that they would fill the Andersons one with no upcharge because it's the same style. Basically.
I don't know. They are jerks.
I know. I'm going to try.
Everyone involved, jerks.
Sons of bitches, even.
Yeah, maybe not all of them.
No, they are.
All of them? All right.
Yeah, every single one.
You're right.
We love them anyway.
Maybe.
All right, maybe.
Love's a strong word, You can't just throw it around like hate.
Hilarious.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I've basically had a very uneventful week.
Yeah. This week's probably going to be about the same aside from, this coming week, aside from, Thanksgiving on, Thursday? And
Thursday, yeah.
I think I have another thing on Friday.
Right.
So.
Oh, you know what I started watching?
Me, no.
FDR American Badass.
Nice.
Dude, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
It's really fucking bad.
Not even enjoyable bad?
I sat for probably 15 or 20 minutes and I had to shut it off. I'm it's so bad I can't enjoy it. I like bad shit.
I know, me too. It's like ripping my heart out that you're telling me this.
But it was that bad.
Oh, damn it.
I know.
I so look forward to that movie too.
I mean, you should give it a try.
I don't know.
But it's kind of like me telling you should tase yourself.
It's true. You're right. I would listen to that.
But yeah, it's oof. Yeah.
It's so disappointing though, because it looked like it couldn't be anything other than a great, terrible movie.
Well, no bueno, Brian.
So are you saying I should just watch Space Jam instead?
Probably. Space Jam's acceptable.
At least I can believe I can fly.
That's right, damn it. Yeah, that was no
bueno, you're saying?
No bueno.
There's our movie review now. It's bueno, no bueno.
Yeah.
That's all we're using it for.
Yeah, it was not good. Not good.
I'm very disappointed to hear you say that, sir.
Oh, shit.
I haven't even tried watching the movie lately.
Bust through the rest of the whatever seasons of Dexter's on Netflix. The Trinity Killer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good season.
That was a good season, except for all the Lithgow ass. But
well, yeah. Hey, at least you were warned.
That's true.
I walked into it blind. I was like, oh, just wrinkly Lithgow ass everywhere.
At least there was that one scene where he's getting in the tub of his wife.
Yeah.
And there's his conveniently placed thigh.
Oh,
so
right.
So you didn't see his cock.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he kept his thigh near, like he was doing like single leg squats or something. And,
right. Yeah.
Lunges and shit.
Yeah, we don't need to see the old Johnson Lithgow.
No. It'd be funny because he's a tall guy if it was embarrassingly small.
He's like, it only looks that way because I'm so tall.
Right. Oh, but doesn't the camera add pounds?
Nope.
Not to that.
Oh. Yeah, other than that was a good
yeah, that was really good.
Deal, yeah.
I've officially started, hooking old Lappy up and checking out some of them streaming sites.
Yeah.
Catching up on Breaking Bad today and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You still haven't finished that. I forgot.
Yeah, I started I'm a couple more episodes away from it. And
nice. Yeah, I finished Eastbound and Down and Malcolm in the Middle, actually. I've just finished up.
Nice,
so,
nice.
Yep.
Good old Malcolm.
Mm-hmm. Very disappointed, though, because, there wasn't enough meth cooking in it.
Well, that's true.
Well,
at least as far as you know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the big secret, is that Malcolm actually grows up to become Heisenberg.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Like I
like this theory.
Yeah, people think it's Bryan Cranston's character, Hal, and nope.
Or he becomes like Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that'd be quite the drop.
That would be.
Yeah.
I like it, though.
Not much of a genius. Well.
Oh, man, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, normally what? Go ahead.
I was going to say, so I started watching The Wire again, finally, so it's finally got me hooked. Like, remember I told you it was, like, kind of slow, and I'm on episode, I think, 10 or 11 of season 1.
Right.
And I'm definitely, like, all in now.
Oh, you got to be. It's The Wire.
It was moving pretty slow for me. I was kind of like, man, I just want a little more something out of it. And then, the intricate plot lines and such drew me in. So
Right. Yeah, that's one. I've watched about half of that series. I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah.
I'm a scumbag, apparently.
As am I. I mean, I'm not even into season 2 yet. So
That's true. You're more of a scumbag.
Yeah.
Take that.
At least I've watched all of Breaking Bad and Dexter, though.
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, not really. Still scumbag.
Fine, you and your scumbaggery.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, me too.
Got
I
used to it
actually
years ago.
embrace it, really.
Yeah. So I would, if I run across someone and you haven't watched, it's like, no, I haven't. I've watched a bunch of other things instead.
But I've still managed to avoid all spoilers for Breaking Bad.
I did too, all the way
and
through. It's amazing.
A lot of spoilers for Dexter.
That one was harder for me to avoid. Like Breaking Bad, most people seem to pretty well respect it. As far as like on the internets and stuff, I didn't see a ton of people just like on Twitter going, "Oh my God, this!" Like every week on Dexter, somebody was doing that.
Right.
So I had a few things spoiled for me, like the end of the Trinity arc. I had spoiled for me.
I had that spoiled to me 2 episodes before it happened by my wife.
Nice.
He was like, "How do you not know?" I'm like, "I did it."
Yeah. Like I knew that happened, but I didn't know how.
Right.
And I was okay with that for a while, and then someone spoiled, because I was like, oh, I'm in whatever season that is, and someone was like, oh, so blah, blah, what do you think of this? And I'm like, see, when I tell you I'm in the season, that doesn't mean I'm done.
Exactly. It means I'm in the middle of it.
Ass bag.
You dick.
It's all right. Could be worse. It's not like having Fight Club spoiled for me when I was
that's
halfway
true.
through it.
Yeah. That's pretty shitty.
Jerk. What are you going to do?
Punch people in the face repeatedly.
Ooh, I like this idea.
I knew you would.
Have you watched Jim Norton's special that's in Netflix
Not yet.
now?
Probably gonna watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. All right. Well, there's our TV talk for the week.
TV talk.
Hated it.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you have anything more before we jump into some schnews here?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I might have something randomly just pop into my skull.
Well, that'll happen because
It does happen.
It's you and I talking. So,
It's true.
all right.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first, or you want to go feist with the news?
Well, I have one, so why don't you go first?
All right. Well, this one was sent to me by our pal Oz, and it was that the title of it is "Herpes Found on 50 Shades Library Book."
Oh, people are blowing loads on the book.
It must be. It's like, oh, look, it's a video.
Or taking the quarters and rubbing their little nub on there or something.
Scientists in Belgium tested the 10 most borrowed books from the Antwerp Public Library and came back with some disturbing results. Surprisingly, all 10 of the books sampled tested positive to trace amounts of cocaine. It's a hell of a
Nice.
drug. But before you head out to your local library to score, the amounts were so minuscule that they have no effect on the human body. The levels found won't have a pharmacological effect, Professor Jan Tijtgat, a toxicologist at the Catholic University of Leuven, told Belgian website something. Your consciousness or behavior won't change as a result of reading the tomes. Possibly more disturbing is that 2 of the books, 50 Shades of Grey and Peter S. Tango, had traces of the herpes virus within them. While the discovery is telling, the researchers once again said there wasn't enough of the virus present to cause any harm to readers.
Oh, that's just some woman just schlicking away while she's reading.
So here's a question.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so you read that, and I mean, I know you're not going to go get these books anyways because you already own them. But
Ryan, that's why I have a Kindle.
Exactly. So you can schlub all over.
It's only got my herpes on
just
there.
wipe the screen off. You filthy, filthy animal. But so if you're thinking of getting these books from somewhere, does this sway a person, you think? Like, do they go, ugh? Or do they go, well, it's not enough to hurt me?
Probably they go, it's not enough to hurt me.
Yeah.
There's going to be a select group of people out there that be like, nope,
Yeah.
I'm never going to the library again.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, you and I worked in video stores, and we saw our fair share of God only knows what on videos coming back. Well, we probably saw just about everything on a video.
Yes.
And it's funny, though. I had never thought about the library in that context.
Me neither, but it makes a lot of sense.
Hell yeah, it does. I mean, God only knows what these savages have on their hands when there's... we do know, I guess. Coke and various fluids.
Well, and paper, it's all porous and shit. It's just going to absorb a lot of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. There's going to be a lot of filthy things going on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Definitely makes me feel better in ways, I guess, about buying books and reading them on my e-device.
Yeah, really. I guess I should microwave those kids' books we got.
I would be curious to find out which are dirtier, kids' books or adult books. And by adult, I don't mean 50 Shades type books, just, a normal book.
I would think kids' books, because kids throw them on the ground and,
Yeah, typically are
whatever
savages.
Else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as savage as adults are, typically.
Yeah. At least you wouldn't think so.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Oof. Gross.
That is pretty special right there.
Yeah, clean your fucking hands before you touch stuff, people. Especially now. Wash your hands before and after you read a book.
Please, Jesus.
Or wear some fucking gloves or something.
Do something.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be fucking wearing gloves and using like a tweezer to turn the page or something.
Got in a separate room with those like mechanical hands you put your arms into.
Like I'm handling a nuclear something.
Exactly.
Rather,
Like you're playing with meteorites.
Yeah. Ooh. Like, you're doing that to protect the book, huh? No. Protecting myself. Savages.
That is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the library doesn't do anything. Probably doesn't do anything to sanitize shit. I
would imagine if they see something, they probably do.
They probably Windex it or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, if there's a piece of pepperoni on the front of a book, they probably get a paper towel at least and wipe it off. But
right.
I don't know. I mean, God, I don't know how many videos I had to clean at the video store because of something on them.
Yeah, mystery fluid.
Yeah. And the worst part is it wasn't like the porn weren't the worst ones.
Right.
There were very rarely was anything on the porn. It was mostly the random videos. I mean, the kids' videos were the worst.
Oh, yeah, because it's usually grape juice or fucking snack pack or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Or like one I had come back that had been like submerged in Kool-Aid. So,
of course.
It was all sticky and like, you can just wipe that off, right? Like, yeah, not really, because the inside's all sticky. And
this sure we can, bitch.
Yeah, this is going to gum up someone's VCR and... Yeah, that's right, kids. VCRs.
Yeah. VC what?
If it was a DVD, it wouldn't have been a problem. You just with some cleaner and you're all set.
Right.
Yeah.
Savages.
Guess we're gonna have to start like laminating all the books.
It's true.
So the pages don't stick together when mommy beats off to 50 Shades.
Spray them with some of that like never wet shit.
Yes. Oh, man. What they need is something like, that stuff they put in swimming pools so when you pee, it turns a color. They need it like on the pages of the books. Like, you were handling your pulse, weren't you?
Yeah, we found traces of HPV on this. What were you doing?
Someone borrowed it.
Sure.
Nerdy.
All right, Knuckles Deep. Pay for this book.
Boy, that's a tough name to marry into.
Knuckles Deep. Thelma Knuckles Deep. What? That would be quite an odd name, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, I guess I got my one.
All right.
Brooklyn, I applaud this bar, by the way, Brian, and I'm sure you'll feel it with me.
All right.
Brooklyn Bar raises drinking age. Under 25s are too annoying. Brooklyn Bar raises drinking age because it believes boozers under the age of 25 are too annoying. Phil's Crummy Corner, great name.
Is that the actual name?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Which is based in Red Hook, Brooklyn, will only adhere to policy after 10 p.m. Phil Marciano. Hey! The owner has admitted that this stance has been orchestrated to try to stop his neighbors from registering so many noise complaints against the bar. The 58-year-old told the Post, right now we do 25 and up. Sometimes we know a person will let them in, but if they're under 25, we don't serve them. They're Phil's Crummy Corners. Age limit is 4 years higher. To say, yeah, okay, duh. We can do math.
Mm-hmm.
There have been 22 complaints made to the police about the noise levels in and around his bar. And he admits that's why we raise it. Some patrons have even been accused of throwing bottles and shouting profusely in the streets.
Tony.
What?
I want that birthday paper.
I try not to get rowdy when I get drunk anymore.
Yeah.
So I've become a gentleman drinker, Brian.
Right. And the gentlemen love that you drink them.
Ah. Damn it, Luke. Residents' home was near Phil's, confirmed you'll be shocked about the number of conversations you hear from my bed. They're animals. Friday and Saturday night, it's like Animal Town. It's a good thing there's a little more control, says regular Milton Murphy. While Lynette Wiley, who owns Phil's Crummy Corner's rival, the Jalopy Tavern.
What is this, the greatest bar names in the world?
It
Street?
is. Applauded her peers' efforts. He's trying to be responsible, she declared. I declare. As business owners, we're always dancing a fine line between supporting our clientele and being good neighbors. I think that's hilarious.
So, but she didn't say anything about that her bar would be turning away the 21-year-olds.
Well, no, of course not.
She's like, I love their policy because it sends all the 21 to 24-year-olds to me.
Exactly.
On Friday and Saturday night.
But, dude, how great would that be to go into a bar and there's no one under the age of 25 that are drinking?
Yeah. I think it's probably similar to, remember when we were in the mall and it was after curfew here? And I was like, this is the fucking greatest place on earth now.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
And these savages running around and acting like idiots. And I was like, this is the only time I'm going to come here now.
It's definitely one of those damn kids moment.
Uh-huh.
You know?
That's interesting. I do think it's funny that people that live next to a bar would register noise complaints. So it's like, hey, come on, it's a bar on a weekend. I mean.
What do you expect?
Yeah. But then again, yeah.
I kind of want to check out these bars just based on their names alone.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'll tell you, Phil's Crummy Corner or whatever that
Phil's
is.
Phil's Crummy Corner.
That better not be nice on the inside.
You know what? I'm going to actually pull up see if they have a website.
That place better look like a hole in the wall. Otherwise, I'd be very disappointed. Or the total opposite. You go and it's like the nicest bar you've ever been in.
Phil's Crummy Corner, Brooklyn. Let's see here.
I think part of their problem is that they're in New York.
Yes.
New Yorkers are not known for being quiet people.
Well, it only has 3 stars on Yelp.
Ooh. That's probably from Jalopies, whatever.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They're just downrating them.
Let's see here. Trying to find pictures of this place.
Oh, yeah, like on Yelp, it's just a bunch of reviews from 22-year-olds, Wouldn't let me and my friends in.
There's only one picture from the outside of the place. Damn it. Something for interior shots.
Yeah. For that, you got to buy Hustler.
Oh, they only have 1 review. What the fuck? Wow. Screw you, Phil's Crummy Corner.
Wow, 1 review and it was 3?
Yes.
Oof.
Exactly. It is wheelchair accessible.
Oh.
Also says it's good for kids, but not if they're under the age of 25.
Well, not after 10. I mean, they should be in bed anyways.
That's true. Good point.
Or, with a babysitter.
Right.
So you can go out drinking. Or sitting in the parking lot keeping the car warm.
Perfect. Even better.
Yeah. You keep the car running for Daddy. I'll be back in about an hour.
Yeah, there's no good images of Phil's Crummy Corner.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's all exterior shots.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we're going to have to go visit and take some pictures.
It does look pretty shitty.
We'll have to do a follow-up. Although I definitely like this policy.
Wow. I got an exterior shot from Google Earth or Street View or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks like it's an extremely shitty neighborhood.
Looks like it's a dumpster with a door.
Well, it's got the metal roll down shutters in front of everything right now, and this shot's it's all graffitied up and shit. Looks pretty sweet.
I like it.
Oh man!
Wouldn't it be great if they just did that for to make it look hip
and cool?
Yeah, like it's actually in a great neighborhood. They just do that to make it look like it's more of a a dive.
Well, it's the awning is in script. Phil's Crummy Corner, sports bar restaurant. That's got, and you would know the font more than I would. Just some very plain font underneath that just says Latin cuisine.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Strong.
Latin cuisine,
Strong.
you say, huh?
Latin cuisine.
That's an interesting choice.
I was really hoping it would actually have just a website. They don't even have a website.
Well, why would you? I mean...
Well, because I was like, if they have a T-shirt,
Oh, right. True. What about the other place, the
What was that
Jalopy,
one?
whatever?
Jalopy something?
I don't know. You have the...
I'm looking. Jalopy Tavern. Let's see here.
Props on the names, though. It's definitely the kind of place you and I'd be walking down the street and go, hey, we should try this place.
I agree.
Except for maybe the neighborhood.
Jalopy Tavern has a website. And they have 4.5 stars on Yelp.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Damn. They're putting Phil's to shame over there.
They really are.
It's probably just because they allowed that 4-year gap of people.
Let's see here. The freshest, most delicious food. That's this place. That's
Do they have
gorgeous.
Latin cuisine, though, I wonder?
I don't know. I can actually look at the menu.
'cause you do-
Unlike the other shitty place.
Because, well, what more do you need to know? The overhang or whatever says Latin cuisine. That's all you need to know.
It's true.
Not really.
I don't know. They got some pretty delicious sounding food here, Brian. The old fried chicken plate, half a fried chicken with maple butter yams. Sounds all right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they have grass-fed meats and dairy.
Sounds like this place is named a little more ironically.
I think so.
The other place might actually just be a dump. With Latin cuisine.
With let's look at the people. Oh my God, there's some. Oof, it's not an attractive lady.
That's the jalopy.
Yeah, that certainly is. All right, don't go there for the women, guys.
Well, trips off.
Trips off.
I was going that place for the women and then to the other place for the Latin cuisine.
Like good old Latin cuisine.
It's not.
You can't even tell us for Latin cuisine it is.
I know.
Because they don't have a website.
They might.
No, they don't.
Maybe it's secret. Maybe you have to be part of an exclusive club to get it.
5-star review on Yelp. Fiddles plus banjos plus tater tots. Not sure it gets any better than that.
Well, I did not know fiddles, banjos, and tater tots were the trifecta of...
Apparently they are. Who knew?
Right, well, I had not seen the memo on that.
Yelp's got good pictures. It's got a nice full-size bar. Mac and cheese looks pretty tasty. There's some shithead with a fiddle.
Another shithead with a banjo and a shithead with tater tots.
Perfect. Damn, they got a lot of beer, too. I'm in. Oh, there you go, Brian. They give Yinling just for you.
Except for the women. That's why they got docked 0.5, I think, by that.
We'll just put down a few more Yinglings. We'll be all right.
I don't like this plan at all, sir. My standards are already fairly low. Come on.
You can get Evan Williams in a PBR, though, for $5.
Do you say Evan Williams in a PBR?
And a PBR.
Oh.
Yeah, they have a shot and a can deal. That's not bad. $5, a shot and a can of beer.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, it's PBR, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't know. Suffer.
Eh,
Is my phone vibrating? What the fuck's going on here? Is there an earthquake?
might
Jesus
be.
Christ.
There might be. It happens once in a while.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. All right, here's my shitty story.
All right. This story that I have has been it's been on a lot of places. That it's McDonald's advice to underpaid employees: sell your Christmas presents for cash.
Good idea.
'Tis the season for holiday spirit, Yule logs, eggnog, festive lights, and exchanging gifts with loved ones. If you work for McDonald's, though, be sure to save those receipts. McDonald's McResource Line, a dedicated website run by the world's largest fast food chain to provide its 1.8 million employees with financial and health-related tips, offers a full page of advice for digging out from holiday debt. Among their helpful holiday tips, quote, selling some of your unwanted possessions on eBay or Craigslist could bring in some quick cash. Elsewhere on the site, McDonald's encourages its employees to break apart food when they eat meals, as breaking food into pieces often results in eating less and still feeling full. And if they are struggling to stock their shelves with food in the first place, the company offers assistance for workers applying for food stamps. McDonald's corporate officers have a history of offering questionable advice to their low-wage workers. 4 months ago, the company partnered with Visa to distribute a sample budget. In it, the chain suggested that workers needn't pay for such frivolous expenses like their heating bills and factored in a monthly rent of $600. To workers living in New York City, home of 350-plus stores, and other expensive metropolises, that number is almost comical. McDonald's employees are some of the most underpaid workers in the country. The company's cashiers and team members earn on average $7.75 an hour, just 50 cents higher than the federal minimum wage. Responding to rising living costs, many stores have staged walkouts, strikes, and protests, demanding a living wage. In Europe, where the minimum wage for employees is $12, customers pay just pennies more than their American counterparts for the same menu items, while the stores themselves typically bring in higher profit margins than ones in the U.S. Of course, McDonald's has shown little willingness to negotiate higher salaries for their poorest workers, even as labor rights groups up the pressure. Instead, their website has another piece of advice for people who are stressed about their meager paychecks. Quit complaining, the site suggests. Stress hormones levels rise by 15% after 10 minutes of complaining. And there's a little update here at the bottom that says, digging out from holiday debt now redirects to an error message. Some of the content has been reviewed and changes were made where appropriate, McDonald's spokesperson Lisa McComb told Think Progress. We'll continue to do that periodically. And I tried going on their website, and right. I think you actually have to be like an employee or whatever to
log into that
actually see it. Yeah.
Wow. Way to go, McDonald's.
Yeah.
I just saw your Christmas presents. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, see, the problem is that we're near Christmas. If this was like in July and they were like sell extra possessions on eBay or whatever, it's like, that's not horrible advice. If you need money, do that, but. Yeah. When it gets closer to Christmas, people view that a little differently,
Yeah, when it's like, I just got this Christmas present.
Yeah. Well, and the one where it's like, breaking your food apart and stuff, it's like, man, if you're at a point you got to break up your food just to make it last farther, I mean, man, you're in a bad way, Yeah.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
No bueno at all, sir. So, yeah. These companies should probably be, it's good that they have a website to offer tips if the tips are legitimate, You don't
think those are legitimate tips?
No, I don't.
Get a second job. That should be a tip.
I'm surprised it isn't, actually. I think they were told, there was an employee that was told something like that once before, remember? Like she complained to somebody higher up at McDonald's that she wasn't making enough, basically, to make ends meet, and they were like, go on welfare. That was their answer,
Wow.
Yeah, and she's kind of like, well, I don't mind working, I just don't want, so.
Ugh.
It's a tough.
It's a hard knock life.
Yeah.
It's true.
So when you say that, do you immediately think of Annie, or do you think of the Jay-Z song?
Oh, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Of course.
So do I.
Instead of kisses, we get kicks, right?
Naturally.
And not like shoes.
No. Yeah, this is a really tough one because, without getting into, like, class warfare bullshit, it's, I hate to read about, I hate the idea that they felt strongly enough about the idea that somebody's breaking apart their food, that was their suggestion for how to, get by.
Right.
It's like, it's bad enough if you're single and you came to that, but man, it's like picture somebody with a kid or two kids, and the suggestion is break apart your food to make it go further. It's like, man. I had a mom who had to go through that, that is not a pleasant experience.
No bueno.
Very much so, sir. That's very no bueno.
Very no bueno.
So
Yeah, you think they would just not even put those tips out there?
yeah.
Just let it lie.
You'd think there'd be, when these big companies do this shit, you'd think there would be, like, the last line of defense would be somebody who's a common sense person that
Right.
reads over this shit and goes, whoa.
What are you thinking?
Let's not do this. This is stupid. Generally, that's where your lawyers come in, is they read over stuff like that and go, or a PR person, would read that and be like, no bueno.
Yeah, like, you guys are going to make us look like even bigger assholes.
Yeah. We're going to be bigger assholes than the ones we used to make our food.
Wow. It just shows you that a lot of those, high-end CEOs and shit are just completely out of touch.
Yeah.
Whoever threw that together is clearly out of touch.
Yeah, it seems so, doesn't it?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, here's an idea. Maybe through the Christmas season, give the employees a little bump in the pay for a few months or something,
Whoa.
No?
No.
No? All right.
No, profits.
You're right. You can change it to the $5 menu and cover it easily.
No. Jet fuel for the McJet.
Jet fuel. Oh, shit. It's going back to, that reminds me of when Diddy had to sell his jet because he said he couldn't afford the fuel for it.
There you go.
I was like, oh no, man. There's a day when Diddy can't afford to pay for jet fuel for his jet. I think we're all screwed.
We're all screwed.
Mm-hmm. He's bad boy for life, after all.
It's true.
He ain't going nowhere. Is there like towing his plane away in the background? Like, oh.
Like, that is going somewhere.
Yep. All right. Well, we should do a break and then come back and more.
Yeah,
things.
I'm out of beverages. I got to refill.
Yeah, I should probably do that too.
Sorry, I got the Mojave going on in my throat right now. It's no bueno.
Nice. No bueno indeed, sir.
Oh, boy.
All right, we will be right back.
Ooh.
You're listening to the Clutch and Wiggle Entertainment Radio Network on CWERadio.com. Home to such shows as Aristocrats Radio, broadcasting under the influence, the Courtesy Flush, the Clutch and Wiggle Experience, and my own show, The Radio Ghost. Clutch and Wiggle Entertainment Radio, uncensored internet talk radio, sports, sex, political and entertainment news. Because what else would an immature adult want to listen to?
It's time to crack open a cold one because this is a little punch drunk. And I am, of course, Rambo.
Dude?
What?
No, it's not us. It's them. We're in the middle of their show.
So?
We can't get started and take over their show, man.
We sure as fuck can.
No, all we're trying to do is get them to listen to us.
Well, they should already be listening.
Yeah, but that's the problem is it's not Monday, so I don't have shit ready yet. I mean, I haven't even started looking through the news. We've got nothing ready to go on.
Then what the fuck are we going to do here?
Well, I know we have a great ability to ramble on nothing for hours on end, but still, we don't have that much time. We've got to get back to their show.
So what do you suggest?
Give it to them what we've got. Let's take 2 hours and...
All right, fine. Let's give them a little bit of a taste of everything all at once. This show realize to society. This is like we do a random conversation about how we should turkeys in my backyard. Anything else?
Seriously, man? Okay, I've been here with you for months now. I didn't get that.
Well, you should have been listening then.
Okay, fine. But still, for the untrained ear, can't you make it a little easier?
Fine. A little easier. For those who can't handle being a little punch drunk.
That's where this natural progression went in your head?
Well, it started so bad. I think Rambo broke Josh. So look at where it started. Death.
I know where it started.
With death.
No, this was an
dragging the body and ended with tree life.
I will wear a pirate hat to that. We do a random conversation about.
Here's what I want to say to all
This wasn't the last show. I may die.
First and foremost, do you know what time
I am the
line
motherfucking
started for
Sam.
Friday?
I would be freaked out if UPS dropped off.
Okay, thanks fucking giving. When you are done with your goddamn dinner, you're supposed to spend time with your fucking family.
Was like
goddamn mall.
This is
spend
like
fucking money that you could have been giving your goddamn kids. Or,
For God's sake, somebody call and help us out.
Literally.
This show is
Black
fucking
Friday.
dangerous
Malls are fucking
to
crazy.
society.
People are getting fucking shot, killed. Stick it and lick it, Walter.
No, would you stop? All right, you know what? That's pretty much as coherent as the show gets.
Hey, I already just spoon-fed it to him, so you got to give me something here.
Yeah, no, I understand completely. I mean, seriously, if you want it any easier, you're just going to have to tune in.
And it's littlepunchdrunk.podbean.com. It's where you can find all the episodes dating back to number 1.
And also get a hold of us. Find us on Twitter at @ALilPunchDrunk, ALIL Punch Drunk.
Not to mention that's where you're going to get all the info, all the updates. Not to mention when we do the live video broadcast, that's where you're going to see it first. Monday nights at 8 p.m.
And also, don't forget to give us a call during the show or any time at all.
We really
love
like
the
drunken dials. It's amazing. We had one really good one that we mistook for somebody else.
484-994-ALPD.
And if you're really fucking dumb or don't have a phone with letters on it, it's 484-994-2573.
So now, back to these other fucktards.
Rock on.
Hey, we're back or something with Sickcast. Or whatever we're going to call this horseshit.
Horseshit cast. Best name ever.
Horseshit cast it is.
No, probably not.
Yeah, it's probably a terrible idea.
Just sitting back enjoying some Public Enemy and Anthrax here.
Hey, they're bringing the noise, goddammit.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Loving it.
That's not a throwback to the McDonald's thing, is it?
Oh, no, I guess it is, but
right.
it wasn't meant to be.
Mm.
How about that?
All right, fair enough. All right. Hopefully everyone had a nice break and, didn't use their beard as a Kleenex.
It was getting there for me.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, that's why you grow it, so you can just fold it up and,
It's true.
tear it off, grow a new one.
That's perfect.
Probably not. I don't think that's going to be very pleasant.
No, not the tearing off part, at least.
Refreshing.
Then all that cold air. Oh.
Exactly. Then it's
Don't
gonna-
need any of that nonsense.
Yeah, then you're going to look, you have like icicles hanging off of your chin, and, well, you wouldn't, but most people would.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, oh.
Wah, wah.
It's all right. Oh.
Oh, man.
So you ready for some
Bring the
more
noise.
news stories, sir?
Yeah,
I got
because, like I said,
more.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, this one's a pretty short one here. Police. Thief hid 13 bottles of liquor in his pants.
Were they like little tea-sized bottles?
No.
Wow, that's impressive then.
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably wait until the song's over to really do the story here, huh?
Yeah, it's up to you.
That's fine. We'll just move on. This is a short one anyways. Authorities in Florida said they were searching for a man who shoved 13 bottles of liquor down his pants to steal them from a Costco store. Police said 2 men visited the store in Fort Myers shortly after 8 p.m. Thursday, and one of them was recorded by a security camera shoving a bottle of Grey Goose vodka and 12 bottles of Hennessy cognac into his sweatpants.
I would have never expected this out of Florida, Brian. It's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty impressive if you can get 13 bottles of booze in your pants.
Well, he had those big old skater pants on, the Jenkos or whatever they're called.
Yeah. I mean, man. And especially if he got out of the store with them, that would be quick. Like, how do you walk with 13 bottles of booze in your pants?
Clinkety, clinkety, clinkety,
Yeah, right.
clinkety.
I mean, unless you have some sort of, sewn-in pockets for each one or something.
Maybe 12 were in his hiney.
Ah, good point. Good point.
Yeah, maybe.
See, he was muling them out.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, you know what it is? They just stuffed him up his ass, and the other guy just threw him on one of those carts that they have.
Perfect.
And he just pushed him out, like no big deal.
It's true.
Right? Like, what's going on? Be like, oh, he had some of the hot dogs. Like, oh, I understand.
He's feeling a little ill.
Get him out of here. Get him out.
Dude, some of the hot dogs. You ever see those hot dogs they serve at Costco? They're like a pound or something. They're ridiculous.
Well, there you go. He's not used to having that much meat.
Well, at least not in his mouth.
Right.
Or yeah, maybe he is.
Not with hot dog buns and mustard.
Yeah, fair enough. There you go.
All those carbs, wrecked his paleo for the day.
Oh, man. Yeah, carbs will do that, Brian.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Good effort, though, guys. Although it does kind of make you wonder if there were 2 of them, why only one of them stuffed his pants with booze? Why they didn't split that up and go 6 each? That seems like that would have made it a little easier.
Maybe the other guy had a dozen or more and got away with it.
Or maybe he was smuggling out like those big containers of cheese balls or something.
Well, pub mix. Of
Yeah,
course.
pub mix, naturally, you're right.
Yeah.
How could I forget?
Yeah. I mean, why not, right?
Right. Like, there's a party in our pants, see?
Yeah,
Pub mix,
literally.
he has the booze. And no one still wanted to come. Oh.
Of course not.
Oh.
Hey, I actually have a news story.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
It's just kind of, something I was thinking about. But not thinking about. I think earlier today or yesterday.
All right.
Did you see the little thing? And now that I've Googled, I've actually found it. That our favorite political dude, Mayor Rob Ford,
Woo!
currently has a higher approval rating than Obama does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I mean,
I approve of Rob Ford. I wish there was more politicians like him.
yeah, that obviously part of that's going to be, what's the word for it? I don't want to say sarcastic, but...
Because it's hysterical.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, he's so cool, man. Drugs and what? Yeah, it's like, slow down. But, like, I don't know anything about the guy, his actual politics, but... Man,
right. I think it's hilarious.
That's never stopped us from voting. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
You've seen that video of the mashup of Chris Farley and
Yes.
him. Yes, okay. That was pretty good.
That is really good.
I should probably put a link. I should probably get a link to that.
Well, of course you should.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Rob Ford.
I guess that was a real quick one.
Yeah.
Because I don't even feel like reading the story. I just thought it amused me.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw, what number, did you see what number or what percentage it had?
It was only like 42 to 41. So,
Yeah.
I mean...
No, I was just curious because I'm just interested to see where his approval rating stays. Because I know they said that in Toronto, his approval rating has stayed, right there. So,
right.
which, is kind of impressive.
Kinda.
I don't know when their elections and stuff are there up there, though, So I don't know if he's still, if he's up for election again in 2 or 3 years, or if it's, sooner than that.
Right.
Because, if it's sooner than that, he might ride this to victory.
You never know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which, I guess, the end game is to win, but this is probably not the way you generally would want to win,
God, sorry, I just blew half my brain out of my face.
Yep. Way to contaminate the rest of your house.
Oh, my God. That's why I need a cough button over here. Holy shit. All right, we're good.
You good?
Still alive.
All right. Excellent. You didn't sneeze. It didn't look like something from The Walking Dead when they kill one of the walkers.
Not yet. That might be coming later.
Ooh, sounds erotic. Not really.
Yeah, it was just sprayed tea on my laptop.
Yeah, well, you'll do that. Especially if he's wearing something sexy.
Well, of course.
Wait.
When I'm on sexytea.com.
That's redundant, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but that's what, I think tea.com's probably taken.
Probably.
Yeah.
It'd be something if it wasn't just a random letter of the alphabet.com is not taken.
You know what? Let's find out. Just because I'm curious.
I hope it's horrific.
It's probably going to be something horrible.
Or something to do with drinking.
My laptop's just going to shut down. Oh, it's available.
Huh.
Get on it, T.
Yeah, he needs to take care of that.
He really does.
Think of all the things he could do with that. He could put all of his, comings and goings on there.
It's a perfect website for him.
Uh-huh.
It's so easy to give out. T.com.
Yeah, right?
Jesus.
That's perfect.
It really is.
Huh.
Oh. Maybe that'll be his Christmas gift.
Probably not.
A website. Like, I just paid your holding fees. You got to do the rest.
Right? Oh, jeez. I was actually just going to start reading another story, but as I'm looking at the story, I'm now wanting to read a couple things on the website before I read it because it almost feels like it's a fake story.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. One of those. Well, while you're determining, I'm going to segue. Because speaking of Christmas, Brian, people can go Christmas shopping on Amazon.com.
That's where I go.
That's where I go, too.
Well, it's the second place I go.
Well, of course, because first you got to go saltylanguage.com.
That's right.
Use that sexy Amazon portal, and then do all your Christmas shopping. Right there on Amazon. Because who wants to go to the store and fight those savages?
I do.
You just get it all shipped in one. It's kind of fun, but
I'm not there to shop, though.
Of course,
I'm just there to punch. I'm just there to get in the way of people.
Just to cause fractures.
Yes. I just stand in line, and then right at the end, like when they cap the line off, then I leave the line.
Right.
Like, oh, you know what? I don't want this after all.
I don't want any of this stuff.
You son of a bitch.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Or you just buy whatever's hot. Like, I'll take a PS4 and just smash it on the ground. Ha ha ha.
Although, Brian, little known fact for you. You know, Battle of Waterloo, right?
Yes.
Napoleon did not shop on Amazon.com through Salty Language the night before.
Interesting.
We all know what happened there.
That's true. It's true.
Don't let history repeat itself.
I've heard rumors that had Custer bought more men and weapons, he might have survived.
He might have.
Whereas the Indians clearly went to Amazon and bought a bunch of arrows and other assorted things, and
through Salty Language.
Through Salty Language, of course.
They clearly have Prime accounts.
Well, obviously, because they needed stuff quick.
Quick shipping, you know.
And it didn't cost them any extra.
Yeah, it's true. It's crazy.
All right, well, we'll go ahead with the story. And I'm still not sure, but...
All right.
This website is chinasmack.com.
That's an interesting website.
And their about on the website basically says that they're a site that translates stories, from Chinese to English or whatever. So I'm still not sure.
I'm currently checking out their website.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm still not entirely sure. So we'll read this and whatever. The title of it is White Doves Set Free in Hefei, Looted by City Residents. So it's November 13th at South Shore of Swan Lake in Hefei, whatever. Several couples about to get married purchased nearly 100 white doves in order to shoot some unique wedding photos and videos. After shooting completed, these doves were set free. Just after the film crew left, these freed doves met their doom. Many people snatched them up like mad, with one city resident who had just caught one saying, "This is a dove/pigeon that is used for dishes. It can be eaten." Very quickly, only a few out of 100 doves were left.
Wow. You think they would have done that when they threw rice? It's crazy.
Well, to go with it.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, there's pictures along the thing here, but, I don't know. That's why I said I'm not sure, because it just seems silly. But at the same time...
I could see it, though.
Yeah.
I see the pictures you're talking about. People are indeed snatching doves.
Yeah. How great would that be just as an onlooker to see, though? People throwing them out there for the wedding. It's like, oh, that's nice. And then people are just randomly snatching them up.
Cracking their little dove necks.
You'll be delicious later. Like, oh, come on. It's horrific and funny.
Yeah, that is something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I kind of like China Smack. It translates all the comments, too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. I looked at the About and the FAQ to see if anything, smelled funny on there, but it doesn't really seem to. From, like I said, they just say that they translate stuff, so I don't know.
This person basically said these people can die. Says they can ascend to heaven earlier after they eat the doves and stop existing here to embarrass China.
Now, see, that does sound like something that was translated.
It does.
Because it doesn't
quite click.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things that kind of threw me on this, though, was this article or whatever is written by a guy named Peter Barefoot. That just doesn't seem like a legit...
Wow, which tribe is he from? I'm going to look at some other posts by Peter Barefoot.
Mm-hmm. Either that or maybe his name was just translated.
Peter's born and raised Chengdunese.
All right.
Who enjoys drinking with all his friends.
That's fair.
Right there.
Who doesn't? Yeah, like some of the stories on this site are actually like pretty legit looking stories. This one's the only one that just seemed a little iffy. But whatever. We'll take it for what it's worth and enjoy it anyways.
It's true, Brian. It's true.
So will the people who took all the doves, allegedly.
China Smack. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is an interesting website.
Yeah.
Jokes and humor pictures. Manly women. Wow. All right.
It'd be funny if they still were really like dainty and such.
Oh, this chick's pretty shredded. Mm-hmm. Got well-defined shoulders.
Well, naturally, that's what the guys like.
Hashtag the cutest manly women.
Hashtag CrossFit. Yeah.
Have some arms. Jesus.
Well, like I said, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Oh, this one chick's pretty hot. She's like just kind of like defined, not like shredded.
Oh.
Oh, wait. It's the same chick. It's just different pictures. This one angle then looks really good. Wow.
So when I first saw that story, I thought that about the doves. I was like, oh, man, how funny would that be if they were, like, letting the doves free for the pictures and then recapturing them for, like, the reception,
I like it.
Like, oh, get all those. We need that to feed everybody.
That would be awesome, actually.
Like, well, we tried to save money.
Oh, it's got a glossary and everything. It's an interesting website.
Yeah. So I said, the more I look at it, it seems more and more legit. But
there's other websites like it, such as Russia Slam, Indo Boom, Japan Crush, and Korea Bang.
Korea Bang, you say?
Korea Bang.
Ooh, sounds like a good name for the episode.
Sexy, kind of. I'm going to go check out Russia Slam, because there's nothing better than Russian news stories.
They are pretty good.
Those psychos.
True. They do have some crazy shit that goes on over there for some
reason.
It's
the exact same website, just Russia.
Yeah.
Like, the layout's exactly the same, everything.
Right. That's probably, I would imagine all of them are that way then, yeah.
Yeah. All right, then.
Well, it's nice of them to translate things,
I suppose, yeah. In Russia.
Yeah. In Soviet Russia? Oh. Wait, not Soviet, sorry.
In Soviet Russia.
All right, then. All right. Well, there's this next story I have is within our state.
What?
Yep. The story is one that warms the blackened, icy hearts of the Odd News team. In Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, Alan Markowitz, not satisfied with expressing his distaste for his ex-wife in just words, has bought and moved into a home that sits right next door to a house that's occupied by his ex-wife. That's funny enough, but as WJBK Fox 2 points out, the cherry on top of this cupcake is an almost 12-foot high statue of a middle finger Markovitz put in his backyard, pointed towards his former love and new boyfriend.
That's awesome.
I should probably say, and her new boyfriend. Oh, it does. Okay. I was like, when I read that, I was like, it almost makes it look like our pal Alan has a new boyfriend, which that's fine, but also, it has a spotlight that illuminates it during the evening.
That is spectacular.
Fox 2 wasn't quite able to get the ex-wife on the horn, but did speak to Markovitz. He told them that the plan was to get even with the new boyfriend because 2 had allegedly had an affair while she was still married to our favorite art patron. He also told them that it wasn't his intention for this to be public and that it only spread after his ex-wife's daughter posted a picture on her Twitter account. Well, duh. Like, if it wasn't her, somebody probably would have, a neighbor or, some guy that's like checking the meter,
Right.
A private message, however, would be out of character for Mr. Markovitz. He's quite the deal in Detroit, as this Deadline Detroit article summarizes in its first paragraph. Quote, he's been shot twice and he was once the target of a murder contract. He wrote an autobiography and bought and sold 11 local topless clubs. He once used a chimp in an act with predictably strange results.
Predictably strange results?
Yeah, and that's not it. Fox 2 asked a very good question. Is this legal? Their legal analyst, Charlie Langton, says, unless the city has some ordinance that prevents these kind of fingers from being illegal of some kind, no. You could have a statue. Some people might call it art. I don't know, but there's nothing illegal about it. I know it doesn't look good, but there's nothing illegal about it. Get over it.
That's awesome.
Apparently there's a video that goes along with this, but it's... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is for the lawyer. I don't want to listen to him.
I don't blame you.
If that was our pal Alan Markovitz, maybe.
That's fantastic, though. I'm a big fan of this guy.
Yeah.
His giant middle finger statue and his owning of strip clubs.
Right. And don't forget the monkey.
Oh, well, of course, with obviously whatever it said.
Predictably strange results.
Predictably strange results, that's
right.
what it was.
It's a chimp, not a monkey. But, yeah. Although it should say with predictably hilarious results.
Exactly.
Because unless he ended up killing the chimp, it's hilarious.
Yeah, fair enough. I had to think for a second. They're like, no, it's, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, their picture on the website's not
unless
great.
the chimp died hilariously.
Right, that's what I'm saying, yeah. The pictures on the website are not very good of the middle finger. They're kind of clearly from a neighbor's home or what have you. I'm assuming they're probably the ones that daughter put up on her Twitter.
Right.
But it's also censored because, you can't figure out what a middle finger would look like.
I can't believe they got to censor a middle finger.
I know, right?
The pussification of America.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, I guess.
Well, you don't want to horrify somebody who went to the website innocently looking for pictures of cute kittens and such.
That's true.
Come
because
on.
there's nothing terrible on the internet.
Not at all. Not at all. I've never seen anything terrible on the internet.
No, me neither. Of course not.
Probably.
Or I've seen awful shit on the internet
I've
that's
seen
forever
I
scarred
was
me.
going to say some of the most awful stuff on the internet. In fact, probably most of the awful things I've seen in life have been on the internet.
Exactly. That is 100% true.
There are a lot of comments on this article. There are over 3,000 comments on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm guessing that most of it is probably people just making juvenile comments / getting into arguments about men versus women.
Not on the internet.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
One of them is a good point. One guy was like, it's funny, but if I divorce my wife, I'll be as far away from her as possible. That was my first thought.
That is
Although-
also true.
Yeah. Somebody asks, I get it, but is it worth the cost? Yes, it is.
It totally is.
I kind of want to go to Bloomfield Hills to have a look at this.
Yeah, I agree, Brian.
Be like, so, we're from the Salty Language Podcast. We'd like to do an interview. And
If you
photo shoot.
say, and your giant finger.
Yes. And talk to you about your chimp and your topless club holdings.
Yes. We're here to ask you questions about your chimp, your topless club, your giant finger, and your cunt ex-wife.
Yes. Allegedly.
Alleged cunt.
Oh, I was meaning on all of that. I'll just put allegedly.
Oh, she's actually a cunt.
Oh, all right. I'm sure he would probably agree with that statement.
I would think so. Yes.
Okay. All right. So enough of this silly man, but good shit though, right?
That is good shit. I like that story.
And now from this to another shithead.
Oh, more shitheads. All right.
Got one last shithead here. Sledgehammer wielding state representative bashes homeless people's shopping carts to solve homeless problem.
Okay.
The state of Hawaii has the highest homeless rate of any state, with an estimated 17,000 homeless people, and a state rep armed with a sledgehammer is literally hammering away at the problem. Tom Brower, a Democrat serving his 5th term in office, decided a couple of weeks ago to crack down on the vagrant problem in the city he represents, Waikiki, by walking around with a sledgehammer and an Armani hat and either bashing up shopping carts that he can't identify as being affiliated with the store or returning the carts to the stores they originated from. But take heart, before he destroys the shopping carts, he removes any items belonging to a homeless person and places them on the ground. So he litters?
That son of a bitch.
Brower decided on this unorthodox course of action because I got tired of telling people I'm trying to pass laws. I want to do something practical that will really clean up the streets. I find abandoned junk, specifically shopping carts, and I remove them. I also create a situation where those carts can't be pushed around the city. I think it's a good thing, he continued. Not only does Brower help, in quotations, the homeless problem by doing this, but he also compassionately wakes up any homeless person he finds sleeping at a bus stop during the day and tells them to, quote, get your ass moving.
Wow.
Hawaii, which is the most expensive state in the union to live in great part because it is an island country, also has a program that will fly out homeless people for free. This is their way of solving their own problem and dumping it onto someone else, instead of, for example, building homeless shelters or providing job training programs for the homeless. So if you're homeless in Hawaii, watch out for the psycho-looking lawmaker in an Armani hat and a sledgehammer perched on his shoulder.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, if you're gonna be homeless, you might as well be homeless in Hawaii.
Right.
I mean, shit.
With the weather and all, yeah. I mean, at least you're not worrying about freezing to death at night.
Right, exactly.
I just love that he wakes people up at the bus station and says, get your ass moving. How many people do you think he's done that to that weren't homeless?
and I hope he does it to Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Well, we were talking about homeless people, so no.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he's not homeless.
Yeah, he's probably. I imagine he's done it to all kinds of savages.
Yeah.
He just smashes their cart. I don't know. It's hard to say which is the right thing here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. You don't want homeless in your district, but at the same time,
yeah.
Is there a better way to go about it than smashing their shit up?
You would think so, yeah.
What shit they have left?
Well, he doesn't smash their shit. He just smashes the cart. He puts their stuff on the ground.
Oh, well,
the question is, what does he expect the people to do with that stuff on the ground? Like, they probably have the cart for a reason.
Right.
Exactly.
To keep their shit.
Yeah.
And what's the store do then? After he annihilates their property?
No. If he can identify it as a store, he takes it back.
That's right. He brings it back.
Yeah.
Right.
But if he can't identify a store that it's from, then he smashes it up. What would be hilarious is if there was a store that all their carts didn't have anything on it.
Right.
And they're like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That could easily be scumbag or.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I mean, it's pretty scummy. It reminds me of, what was it, in Vancouver when they had the Olympics? And they were, scuttling all the homeless people off the streets, basically.
Yeah, they just have giant push brooms out, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And they were, just because they don't want people to see any homeless in the streets, and they were basically just throwing their shit away and just, moving them wherever they could just to try to make the problem look like it didn't exist.
Right.
It was like, yeah.
Yeah, any major city, you're going to have homeless people.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, what are you going to do?
It is interesting to me that there's that many homeless people in Hawaii, though.
It's nice.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like...
How the fuck did they get there?
Yeah. How did they end up homeless?
Maybe they get there to I'm going to live in Hawaii and I'm going to make it work, and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's probably...
Or dude, I'm going to go surf, and...
That's, yeah. That may be part of it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's not like it's cheap to, live there, and I'm sure it's not all that cheap to just get there, so...
Yeah, well, all their, groceries and shit have to come in on planes and ships.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's why, boxes of cereal are, $6 and $8 there instead of, $2 or $4.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the cheap shit is expensive. That jerks.
Yeah, I'm good living on the mainland.
Yeah. Well, especially if you got some asshole that, is going to chase you off the...
Yeah, dump all my property out and break apart my transport.
Yeah. And tell you to get your ass moving if you're at the bus station.
That's true. Or just try and take a nap somewhere.
Right? It's like, come on, man. It's nice out. I'm just trying, catch some rays, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro. You're killing my whatever. You're breaking up my vibe here, yo.
Get your ass moving. You're not Batman.
That would be great if he dressed up as Batman, though, with his Armani hat.
Yes.
And a little bat mask.
Right. What's really funny is in this picture that I have here from this website, if you look at him, he's got a glove on his one hand, on the hand where he's got the sledgehammer over his shoulder. You could probably Photoshop that out and Photoshop a golf club there, and it wouldn't look any different.
You're probably right.
It would look perfect because he's just wearing a white ball cap and a white polo shirt, and like I say, he's got a glove on the hand that he's holding the sledgehammer. He's just like, oh, that's for when he's driving, no big deal,
Or you should take that and Photoshop in the Saints Row dildo bat.
Yes. Now, if he went around with that, that'd be much more entertaining.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, then it's like, wow, it's terrible he's doing this to people, but how can you not laugh at a dildo bat crushing a golf cart?
It's true.
Careful, you're going to hurt someone with that thing. Flopping all over the place.
That's all I want to see now is him smashing homeless people's possessions with a dildo bat.
Well, there you go. You can start a stand-up career that way.
Nice.
And you'll still be less offensive than Gallagher.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Or will I?
No, because it's you.
I'll find a way to make it offensive.
Of course you will. Oh, I don't have the sound drop for the shut up and take my money and what have you.
If you give me a second.
I don't know if it'll record through, though.
Oh, no, I'll send you the link, son.
Oh, yeah, but I've already fudged it all up by saying that.
Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Over it. Over it.
I don't think it came through.
No.
Copy.
I barely heard it, though.
Paste. Send.
It's riveting.
There you go.
Riveting podcasting in the meantime here.
Hey, we're producing on the fly. It's pretty awesome, really.
Yeah.
That's how good we are.
Yes, that is it.
Shut up and take my money.
There we go.
There it is. Nice.
So, hey, watch me bookmark that so I have it. So anyways, this is a site that's on... Well, it's not a site that's on... It's a... excuse me, man, I can't talk. It's an Etsy shop. That's etsy.com/shop/beauty spot. And it's a bunch of, various jewelries and what have you. That's... but the ones that actually kind of brought me to this... Here you go, Tony.
Beauty spot, right?
I just sent the link to you.
Oh, lovely.
The ones that brought my attention to this, I saw the other day, was that they have various ones that are universe earrings and constellation necklaces, and they have various they have necklaces and stuff that look like planets.
That's pretty cool.
And moons and what have you. This one here is a nebula earrings. You know, I just thought they just had a bunch of kind of cool sciencey stuff like that. So,
QR code cufflinks.
Right.
Ooh, ninja cufflinks.
Eh?
Sexy.
Yep. Shooting target cufflinks. Yeah. But and the stuff's not ridiculous either. Most of the stuff's like $20 and under. So
yeah. These are pretty cool.
yeah. So, you know, go buy shit or something.
I would attempt to go through saltylanguage.com just because.
Why not?
Why not, exactly?
You should just go there for everything.
Also true.
Right? Anything
Just-
you could possibly want can be had through our website.
Life advice?
Yep.
Yes.
Email us at saltylanguage@gmail.com.
Boom.
Or, you know, hit us up through our various social media sites and you can have, you know, our years of sage advice.
Wow.
I don't. Our lawyers do not recommend us giving advice. Well, they
you're
recommend
fine
it.
if
They just don't recommend you taking our advice because it's for
There you
entertainment purposes only.
It is?
That's what the lawyer said I had to say.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Then yes, it is.
You know those Tony Cole lawyers; they won't let you get away with anything. So,
Bastards.
yeah.
Fucking hey. They got some pretty cool jewelry on here.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I can see some gifts. Some giftses.
Like these Mr. cufflinks. I'm gonna get those for some women.
Nice.
Probably not.
Say they have a pink cupcake ring. I can see that for Leah. For her pinkalicious obsession. Huh.
And for yours.
Yeah. Well, of course.
Then you guys can match. Be cute.
Well, I was kind of hoping it might have a manly man ring in here, but not really.
No. Or a mustache ring.
They do have mustache cufflinks. Mm-hmm. That's pretty badass.
How could they not?
Yeah, they're definitely, obviously steering more towards a female,
Nah. Not
clientele,
I
but
don't-
whatever.
I don't see why you say that at all.
I could get away from brooch.
You, sir, would be classy in a brooch.
I would.
You need to bring brooches back for guys.
This hedgehog brooch.
I was thinking the watermelon one that I saw on one of the earlier pages would be amazing for you.
That would be awesome.
Be like, what? I like watermelon.
Exactly, because I'm racially diverse, right?
Also that.
See? Perfect.
Not really, though.
Oh.
Well, all right, fine. There you go. You can get some Stardust men's cufflinks.
Good old Etsy. Etsy's got too much shit on here.
Like, I'm going to ask a really naive question here. Is, like, I'm looking through this, and it keeps saying, like, cufflinks and whatnot, but it always says men's. Are there women's cufflinks?
I don't know.
Like, I know they have, like, obviously there's button-up shirts and stuff that have, button sleeves for women, but I don't know if cufflinks are something women ever wear. Or if they're called that.
To the internet, Brian!
It's all that work.
Do women wear cuff links? Survey says...
Tell Brian he's an idiot. Aw. Come on, Internet.
I guess we'll go with Club Vogue.
Huh?
Exactly.
I don't know about that.
This woman says in the corporate environment, she sees heaps of women wearing them. So there you go.
I've never paid attention, so. Well, you know
Yeah,
what?
me neither.
Mm-hmm. Well, now we know, I guess, huh?
I didn't ever figure women would either, but I guess so.
I just saw that the one said men's cufflinks, and that's what threw me, because like I said, I'd never given any thought to it, because, I'm not a woman, so.
That's fair.
Yeah. Much to the shock and dismay of many people.
Believe it or not.
Believe it! Or don't.
Gotta do the, I can't do the Jack Palance. It just, my, like, Larynx would come out of my face.
I kind of want to see you do it now. That's kind of what his looked like, but he got caught up in all that neck meat.
It's true.
Just slaps around in there, and that's how he talked.
Turkey neck.
Indeed, sir. So anyways, yeah, that was etsy.com/shop/beauty spot. The link will be up on the website and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That website would be saltylanguage.com. Your home for everything you could possibly need in the universe.
Every goddamn thing.
Sure.
Spiritual advice?
Done.
Done.
No problem.
All over it.
Yep. There's even a donate button if you scroll.
All the way to the bottom.
Yep. You can find all of our social media, whatnot on there. If you have a song suggestion for the show, you can send it to, as I said earlier, saltylanguage@gmail.com, and we'll pass it along to the lovely and talented Tony. And no, I'm kidding. I kid.
Huzzah!
Pass that along to Tate, and she'll consider it or judge it.
Well, judgment face.
Most likely, you're going to get judgment face because that's her face. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, well, on the website, there's old episodes you can't get anywhere else aside from my hard drive. And I don't prefer you going there to get the episodes. Because we can only have the 50 most current ones on iTunes at a time. So you can check all those out. You can check out other shows in our network, the Pod Gods, by going to podgodsnetwork.com. Or while you're on Salty Language, you can click on the Pod Gods link, and it will show you all of, I don't remember how many, lots. A lot of them.
All the links.
All the links. Let's see. Yeah, but definitely check out the site because Tony puts all sorts of goodness up on it. If you use, however you listen to us, whether it's Stitcher or iTunes or whatever, please rate, review, and share us via those things because those things pop us up the popularity charts and help us get new listeners. Or just share the site or share the podcast with your friends. And say, hey, listen to this. Otherwise, I'll kill myself.
I guess.
It works, trust me. And if it doesn't, you'll find out who your friends are.
That's also true.
Right? Because if they don't want to listen to us, they're no friends of yours.
I believe we call those people shitheads.
Right. And maybe mention to them, about the Napoleon thing, Custer, dinosaurs. Those things all have in common. Didn't shop on Amazon through the website.
Didn't shop on Amazon through exactly.
And none of them listen to our podcast.
Those sons of bitches.
And what are they all now? Dead.
Dead.
Mm-hmm. Just saying.
DED dead.
Not saying not listening to the podcast will kill you, but the math is on our side here, obviously.
And history.
And history, of course.
Yeah.
You can find the show on Twitter at salty_language. I can be found at Stunami.
I am at Monotony.
Yep. And Tate is at Hayes_T_R. But don't follow her. She's a jerk.
A sickly jerk.
I kid. Yeah. I think we have a show, Tony.
I think we do, Brian.
Unless there's anything else you'd like to
It's probably a good thing, because I'm starting to feel like my throat's giving out.
Yeah. Well, it is Saturday night. Usually your throat's giving out about this time anyway.
Damn, I walked right into that.
Yeah. Over and over.
Oh, fuck.
So, yes. On that note, I guess have beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty.
And go fuck yourselves. See you next week.